Okay, here we go. Game 3 against Oakland on the road. Last series on the road and then back home. So trying to finish strong.
Live
Won the
from
first two
Oakland,
games
California, in the Bay
against
Area.
Oakland.
The
So
show brings you a
see what we can do
matchup of
today.
division rivals. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Oakland Athletics.
The record is ridiculous. 65
And we'll be
what?
back with the first pitch right after this.
Insane.
Just about ready to roll. And on the hill in
Yikes.
this one, Kyle Muller.
Look at that
What do you have on
ERA.
him?
Look at the walks.
A really good outing for him last time.
Look at the
Scattered
whip.
2 runs,
Ugh.
was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
That is terrible. What did he do last year? He was not good last year either. Okay.
And now Russell
Leading
Pruitt.
off the afternoon for Seattle, the right fielder, Russell Pruitt.
The wind of the pitch. That one misses, and away we go this afternoon. And the 1-0. There's the strike. Falling behind 2-1. And a big swing and a miss. Next offering misses, and it's a full count. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. The pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And there's one down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole. Nico Horner.
Last
Yeah,
10
he's really
games.
slumping at the plate right
Wow.
now. Not only is he having
Struggling.
a hard time finding any base hits, he's just not finding a way to get on base either. Sometimes a walk can get you back on track. Less than a .250 on-base percentage over his last 10 games. So that kind of tells me that he's jumpy, he's not recognizing the pitches, and he's out of his plate discipline. I got to think he's looking for ways to try to simplify that approach. And I think if you can just let the ball travel a little bit deeper, make sure you see it, that will help you to put good ABs together. And even if you don't get hits, you'll draw some walks.
That misses. 2-0. Good eye right there. In for a strike, now 3-1. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
Batting
about.
third, the designated
Now
hitter,
it's the DH, Cal Raleigh. Knocked in 3 of their 4 runs in yesterday's game. That's out to center field. And that'll get down for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Wow, that just parachuted in. That's kind of crazy.
fielder, number 44.
And
Okay, hold on. I can't believe that dropped. That was crazy. I thought it was just going to be a routine flyout, but they were playing so deep. If I would have got a better read, I could have gone first to third. Yeah, that's a terrible read by Horner. Just terrible. Okay,
now it's Julio Rodriguez.
let's see their defense real quick. Wow, Velasquez got a really good arm and right. All their outfield's pretty decent arms. Langoliers, really strong arm, decent accuracy. Okay.
That's in there. That's strike one. And there's a ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Antico sizes this one up. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And here's the first baseman, Ty France. Had the day off yesterday. Lined, and that's a base hit. Horner flies around third. He'll score easily.
There you go.
And it's 1-0.
RBI machine.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's a speed threat, Sam Haggerty. Ball one low.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball.
Man.
And that's going to sting.
How many times has Haggerty been hit this year? I'm telling you, man, it's insanity. Watch. It's going to be crazy. Hit by pitch. 12 times. 12 times. Double more, twice as many as anybody else on the team. Yeah, it's crazy. Actually crazy. His OBP is probably really good because of the hit by pitches. Where is his OBP? Yeah, 370.
That can happen when you're trying to dive out over the plate so you can control the outer half. Very difficult to get out of the way of good velocity in.
On the ground, Geloff tosses across to first. That's out number 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and the home team down a run.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we in go.
Back here in the East Bay. And on the mound today, Luis Castillo. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's
Amazing
been
numbers.
fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And now the shortstop, number
Leading
25.
off for the A's.
Okay, a lot of guys that can drag bunt, right?
Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a pitch. Strike one. Luis Castillo, a guy who debuted in 2017 with the Reds at 24 years old, multiple All-Star appearances, traded to the Mariners at the deadline in 2022. You think about that triple-digit fastball, but the changeup is the thing that stands out.
Yeah, and you could argue that he's got the best changeup in baseball. From the right side, it's like a Bugs Bunny pitch and works so well off of his fastball.
Righty delivers. And now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
There's one of many to come.
Here's Logan Davidson. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And a bunt towards third. On to France. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Nice.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Misses outside, and the count 1-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side.
2 strikeouts, but 2 changeup. Pretty good.
The changeup. When you can
Pretty
sell
good.
it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. Top of the second. And here is J.P. Crawford. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike one.
Yeah,
that was terrible.
Is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And it's even up. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now here is Caleb Hamilton. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Not even close there. Ball 1. One of the things that Jim Leyland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Got him swinging. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Russell Pruitt. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
One ball, no strike.
And now the lefty. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So 2 down. Here's Nico Horner. He walked and came around to score his first time up. In there for strike 1.
Pretty good. Second in doubles. Tied for second, but yeah, nice.
And he deals.
1 ball.
Pitch
1
out,
strike.
but no action. And here it comes. Runner on the go. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
2 outs. And that's down and away.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Muller picks over, and he's back in on a dive. Pruitt on at second with 2 down. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The kick, the 3-2. Got it by him for the K. Mariners leave 1. They lead it 1-0.
Man, he's really struggling.
Back in Oakland, bottom of the second. Here's the Oakland cleanup hitter, Shea
Really struggling.
Langoliers. The wind of the pitch. That's in there. Strike 1. Castillo, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. And that is cut on and missed. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Jordan Diaz up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And fouled off. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Did not go. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Yep, lots of strikeouts.
No
They're
doubt,
coming.
Bro. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Nelson Velasquez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
No strike.
Righty to the plate. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And he takes a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
In the air, foul off first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they make short work of him there. We played 2 full. It's the Mariners 1 and the A's nothing. And welcome back. And now the DH, Cal Raleigh. Raleigh, 28 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Muller back to work. Foul ball there. The Y to kick the pitch. Now 1-1. In the air out to center. Antico drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 44. Julio.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. He's a guy who does it all.
Come on, Julio. You got to snap out of it.
Speed together.
Well, we knew
really
he was
dropping
gonna be
off
a stud
lately.
just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And a foul ball. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
Yep, that was terrible.
On to first, in time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Terrible.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And now Ty France. That pitch in for a strike. Going 1. That's a little bit low. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And it falls. And that extends the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Just missed it. Just missed that.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the A's nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the left fielder, number 2. And the right-hander back to work. Foul ball. And the 0-1.
No, that's a ball.
It's twice he's hit 100 miles an hour today.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch
Just
up
striking
to
out the
heater.
world today.
No messing around with the pitch calling in that
Batting
sequence right there.
the third
4
baseman.
pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Geloff getting the start at the hot corner in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. The 1-0.
Strike one.
Now one
No,
missed.
that's a ball. 2-1.
Pitch misses there. And now 3 balls and a strike. There's a strike. To the right side, France. A flip to the pitcher covering, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the
Batting
3rd.
ninth, the center fielder, Mike.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Mike Antico. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And that's a little bit high. Left-hand batter waits. That's inside. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's just foul. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
3-2 now. Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, John
Leading off for
Sciambi
the
with Chris
Mariners,
Singleton,
the
and
third
set to
baseman,
lead off the 4th, Kyle Farmer.
Two Kyles squaring off. Right? Kyle Mueller, Kyle Farmer. Yeah.
And a pitch. Ball one there.
1 ball, no strike.
And a good eye there. There's the strike. And that one is inside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. On a line, base hit.
That
Well,
works.
the last 10 games or so have been
Now batting.
anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the batter now, J.P. Crawford. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. And strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 0-2. And ball one.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
At the belt and fires. Nobody out. Runner at first. Time called again. Second time in the at-bat.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
The pitch. On the ground, right side. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Caleb Hamilton up next for the Mariners. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Farmer over at second. Crawford at first with no outs. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that one a little bit high. Russell Pruitt up next for the Mariners. That's in there. And it's 3-1. Kicks and deals. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Back to the top of the lineup, Russell Pruitt up next for the Mariners. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Line drive, base hit. One run's in. Now the second run is in.
Nice.
They lead by 3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
3 singles and a walk in this inning.
And he's going to make a change.
Bye.
Kyle Muller done for the day, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. New arm out of the bullpen, Ken Waldichuk.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
A lot of walks, higher ERA, high batting average.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nico Horner. A strikeout and a walk. And that's in there for strike 1. The pitch. Out there to center. Antico hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
And next is the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh. In there, and it's 0-1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
The pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
The 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So first and second with 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Fires across the diamond. Out number 3. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mariners 3 and the A's nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, number 25. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. The wind and the pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The pitch. That one inside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And it's off the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Just missed the home run.
Next is the designated hitter, Logan Davidson.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at second, nobody out. And the pitch. Just off the outside corner. Going to count 1 and 2.
It's a good take.
One, two now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Williams stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Oh and 2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Runner at second here, one gone. In the dirt, but kept close.
Toast.
To third, tag, got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Infield shifted to the pull side. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Two down, nobody on. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
We got 8 strikeouts in 4 innings now. Just rolling, dude. Rolling.
Back here in the East Bay, all set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Ty France.
The first baseman, number 23, Ty France.
And a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Bounce to third. The throw to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for Seattle, the left fielder, Sam.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty. And the slider catches the zone.
Okay.
The wind of the pitch. And now the count is even. And another ball. Tapped softly on the ground to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Farmer up next for the Mariners. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And there's a ball.
1-1.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Now all even up. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Ball. Easy strike.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first. Third out.
Oh, that was
ends the
ball 4.
frame.
But
Mariners
okay.
go down quietly there, but they lead it 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Langoliers.
The pitch. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. The 1-0.
That's the ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. France gets it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The first baseman, Jordan Diaz.
Next up for the A's, Jordan Diaz. Struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike 1. Swings through that one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, there's the 3
Every
pitch
single
strikeout.
pitch
He can
is
do
working.
whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Both fastballs,
Now it's the
changeup,
right
and
fielder,
slider.
Nelson
These guys have no
Velasquez.
chance.
He popped out his first time.
No chance.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Check swing, and that's a ball. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A's go quickly and quietly there. Still down.
I think that was
3-0.
his 10th strikeout. Just dominating. Domination.
All set for the top of the
Leading off with
6th.
the Mariners,
And now for Seattle,
the shortstop,
J.P. Crawford.
J.P.
Waldichuk, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. Fouled off left side. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. And now the lefty fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Hamilton in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Now he steps out as time is granted. And here it comes. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got it by him for the K.
Wow, I am striking out a lot this game
challenge fastball right
against
there.
a very
and I'm sure
below
he'll have another
average
swing
pitching
at it
staff
because
of Oakland.
It was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Pruitt in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Yep, that could have been a strike.
Way high there. Now 2-0. And that one missing low. Nico Horner on deck for the M's. Here's a 3-0. There's a strike. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swinging a foul straight back. Horner, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. 0-1. And that's through there for a strike. And takes low for ball 1. And he deals. Back foot slider ties him up.
Oh boy.
So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mariners 3 and the A's 0. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Digging in for Oakland, number 2.
Gabriel Martinez.
Castillo back to work. Right through there for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
The 1-2. Out towards right center field. Pruitt sizing this one up, snags it on the run, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Zach.
Next to hit, Zach Geloff. Grounded out his first time up. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. First offering, and it just misses.
One
And I
ball,
think that
no
skill
strike.
set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Strike,
Next
move.
offering is in for a
That's
strike.
a strike, but the
What
other
about
one
him
wasn't?
playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a swing and a drive. Rodriguez ranging back, still going back. Pulls it in on the warning
Yikes.
track.
That was a little scary.
Man, I love that route. The ball was
Now
smoked. He
batting,
knew he had to
center
get
fielder.
back to the track right away, turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Bunt attempt popped up. And
There we
that is
go,
that.
6
So
strong.
another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. It's
Okay, I gotta stop recording. Second half of this game will be the next part. We'll see you there. Bye.